Hello, lovely humans, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Heather. I am a baker turned physical therapy student, a cat enthusiast. Seriously, you will see them a lot on this channel. And a woman on a journey to get healthy and lose 100 pounds. And I woke up this morning feeling snatched. Let's be honest, it's really just the pants, but I woke up feeling so fabulous that I thought it was time to try another challenge video. And the challenge for me is basically getting off my butt. Because, for those of you who are students, you know the struggle, but when you are a student, basically all you do is sit on your butt and study all freaking day, every day. And I'm kind of over it. Like, I miss being active, and I have also gotten a Fitbit for my birthday, like 6 months ago. It's been a while, but however, I've really enjoyed getting to see how many steps I've taken a day, and also been equal parts horrified at realizing how few steps I take a day because of the student thing. So I have decided, especially since finals are finally done, thank you Jesus, to get off my butt and give myself a walking challenge. So, for the next week, I will be walking 15,000 steps a day. And the reason I chose 15,000 steps is because I remember in class seeing a chart that said basically what number of steps a day is good, bad, etc. And if you are under 5,000 steps a day, it's considered to be concerning in terms of the required activity level. And if you are over 12,000 steps a day, you are considered to be active. And, well, I'm an overachiever, so why would I only do just the 12,000? I say this, while I've been doing like 3,000 a day, but you know what I mean. So, that is my challenge this week. It is 6 o'clock in the doggone morning, but my treadmill is here, and she's beautiful. However, the belt is a little crooked, so I'm going to tweak that real quick and then get started on my 15,000 steps today. So let's see how this goes. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a furry distractor. He literally just came and threw himself at my feet for scratchies. Yes, you did. All right, back to fixing this thing. I started filming this challenge video on a Saturday, which meant that it was a work day for me. Now, once I was done on that treadmill, I got ready for work and headed out to the bakery. I am very, very blessed in that I get to completely love every minute of my job. It's just wonderful. I spend a good chunk of the day making laps back and forth and getting bread on a loader, which is what you're seeing here. Once the bread is loaded, we have to score it to make the cuts on the top so it expands and looks nice in the oven. It gets a nice long bake time, and then we pull it out of the oven. I really just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what I do every day because honestly, I love it. I'm blessed to do it, and also this is how I got my steps in for pretty much all of Saturday minus that little stint on the treadmill. Oh, look at that bread. I even managed to have time to have a nice healthy salad for dinner, which I completely demolished, and then went home and basically keeled over on the couch because turns out I do a lot of steps when I'm at work. I made it to 21,152 steps, and the majority of that was from me being at work. So it was kind of a shock to me to realize that I actually walked that many steps in one day. Woohoo! Good morning, lovely humans. It is 7:40 in the morning, and frankly, it feels like 4 a.m. because I'm so tired. I feel like I have been drugged. I basically passed out in some of my work clothes last night, which is why I still have this guy on. But It is a new day, and your girl is sore because she walked the equivalent of like 9 miles, and I think it was like 21,000 steps. By the time I got home, oh my gosh, like my shoulders were killing me, my back was killing me, my hips were killing me. It's like that song, my neck, my back, but not all the other stuff. So I'm still sore today, so I will definitely be stretching this morning, but I'm not exactly starting the day off super efficient. I'm just gonna like lay here and watch some nonsense on YouTube for a while, and then I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna go for either a walk or a treadmill walk, one or the other, but I will start this day off right. Just not right now. Alright, after an hour of sitting on my butt on the couch, I'm gonna finally get moving on the treadmill. Next on the agenda today is to go to an art show. My lovely friend Kelsey actually has a piece in this exhibit, and I am very excited to go see it and support her. And this little thing is irrelevant. It was just cute as heck, and it was in her house. But we are on the way to do that and get a few more steps in, and I'm really excited because since I'm done with finals, thank you Jesus, I actually get to go and spend some time with my sweet husband and my friends. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have a life and get some steps? What sorcery is this? I hope it continues. All right, it is a few hours later. We are back from the art show. It was a ton of fun, great things to look at, great music to hear, and of course, great people to share it with. But I am only at like 7,300 steps right now, so it's 9 o'clock. I'm technically supposed to be in bed, but I'm gonna get my butt on the treadmill and see if I can get anywhere near the 15,000, but to be completely honest, I don't know if I'm gonna make that today. So we're going to see if this is feasible, because I've already gone on a walk today, and even though it is my weekend off, sometimes you still have stuff to do that doesn't require a ton of walking. But to be completely honest, I also spent way too many hours watching Botched, so if I don't get it today, that's on me. But I'm still going to try.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, I'm calling it. I made it to 12,200 steps, which, given the fact that I had 8,000 other things to do today, is still pretty good. So we are going to take our butts to bed because it is almost 10:30. We got through day number 2, even if it wasn't quite as successful as we'd hope. Still getting 12,000 steps is a lot better than what I used to get, so I'm considering it a win, even if it wasn't quite challenge levels of win. Because here's the thing about challenge videos. A lot of people will go to some very, very extreme lengths on their channels to get their challenges done. What I want to do instead is basically give you guys something realistic, whether or not it's possible, so that I can see if it's something I can incorporate into my fitness routine and if you guys can do the same. So, here is an honest day 2, 3, I don't know what day I'm on, but here's an honest day whatever of how it looks when your schedule is crazy, but you're still trying to be fit. All right, next day it is. Your girl is half asleep because she stayed up too late on the treadmill. I am, of course, also late to school and still filming in my car, but I digress. Either way, starting the day off right, aside from being late, and I parked super duper far away, so I will get some extra steps in on the way to class, which I still might be late for, so I'm gonna go do that right now. All right, we made it to the first half of school and it is lunchtime, so I'm gonna be super efficient today and take myself on a walk to get some steps at lunch. Sorry, excuse the random filming. I'm doing a YouTube video.
You gonna have to crop. Oh, you gonna have to crop out my face.
Did you do it on the wrong side?
Yeah. Walk, girl, and walk.
Alright, so I just spent an hour on the treadmill and I am up to 11,600 steps, and I still have a million more to go, is what it feels like. Honest to God, I feel like I am spending the entire day walking, but I'm also kind of enjoying it. So I don't know how super fit people manage to get this many steps in on a daily basis. The only thing I can think of is that with runners, they are going to get through them a lot faster for their steps because, you know, they're jogging versus walking, so that would probably work a lot better, but I am not ready to be a runner yet. I am just trying to get accustomed to walking a lot of miles. So I'm gonna go on what is technically walk number 2 of the day off of the treadmill with my lovely husband. Y'all, it is breezy and beautiful. Texas is never like this, so the few occasions where it is, we are loving it. I did it! I'm officially at 15,000 steps for the day. I'm quite pooped, but I'm also quite excited because now I can go in and just chill and have some water. So yay! Good morning, guys. I know I look like a groggy mess, and that's because I am a groggy mess. But I'm still up early enough to get some stuff done, so I'm going to start the day off right and get my butt on that treadmill. But to be honest, I really don't want to. What I want to do is go have like a ginormous piece of cake. And that's the daily struggle. At some point, I'm going to show you guys what it's like to actually live a day in my life. Basically, you know, the life of a sugar addict, because it is kind of exhausting. But until then, I will continue making this video and start the day with my treadmill shot. I work this evening, which means I'll probably have quite a few steps at work, and so the problem is it varies day to day how many steps I'm going to get at work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make it my goal to get to 10,000 steps before work, and hopefully I'll get the other 5,000 at work, and hopefully that won't end up being like 10,000 because I was half dead after Saturday. Like, I was exhausted because that was that day that I got like 21,000 steps. So, not ready for a repeat of that because your girl is pooped and I have to be somewhere at like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on the other side of town. So, let's not be totally dead, but I'm gonna get the day started. Okay, I know I look like a sack of garbage right now, but that's what happens when you work in front of like a 430 degree oven all day. I officially made it to 20,300 steps, and that was not intentional, that's just how work goes. So I'm gonna go home and keel over. Goodbye, or good night. Here's my little gremlin. Alright, so it's day number, I have no idea, but to be completely honest, I haven't felt even remotely like working out today, or even being active. I have basically been vacationing on the couch all day after running just a few errands. I've basically just been binge watching Botched and having some wine and like quesadillas. It has not been a great day for health and fitness. However, I have a therapy appointment soon, and since it's a virtual visit, I usually use that as my excuse to get off my butt and go walking around the neighborhood while I'm on the phone. So I'm hoping that kind of jumpstarts me into gear. I have definitely been struggling to get motivated lately in terms of my eating habits, and that is why I check in at least weekly with my therapist to just kind of get back on track and try to suck a little less at it. And things are getting better. It is just very, very slow progress because I'm undoing a lifetime of horrendous eating bit by bit. So I'm at about 3,000 steps right now. I'm not sure how close I'm going to get to 15,000 today, but I'm definitely going to try after this next episode of Botched because it's just one of those days. Okay, I am at 11,100 steps. And the good news is I found out on my walk that I can actually run for a pretty significant distance without having to stop to walk. The bad news is I did not catch the dog that I was running after, in spite of my very, very random and nice neighbors loaning me a leash in case I did catch him. So, hopefully that little guy got caught by them because they were going around in the car trying to find him, and I was running around like a lunatic trying to find him, and I am now drenched in sweat and still missing one dog. So, Keep your fingers crossed for that little guy. He was a sweetie pie. Okay. I stopped for a quick dinner at my lovely friend Kelsey's house. And I'm still half dead, but I'm not to 15,000 steps yet. So I am going to walk my butt home and hope low-key that I can find that dog on the way. Okay. I made it home. I'm at 13,700 and some odd steps. I am somewhat eaten alive by mosquitoes. There was no sign of the dog, but I did make friends with the cutest little ham of a cat. Like, she was obsessed with getting attention. So that took an extra 10 minutes and probably 10 more mosquito bites. Totally worth it, though. I'm happy to be home. I really don't want to get the last, chunk of steps in, but I'm gonna do it. It is 8 a.m. I'm still half asleep, but I've been up dealing with a broken air conditioning. So while I'm waiting for the repairman, I am gonna go get a few steps in by mowing our grass because the weeds are threatening to take over. And by threatening, I mean they have succeeded because they're like 2 feet tall. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, I officially got my 15,000 steps in while I was talking to my friend on the phone and walking on the treadmill. I feel like death warmed over and I am ready for bed. I didn't film the treadmill this time because you guys have seen me on the treadmill like 18 times this week, but I did it. And I'm proud of myself because I really didn't want to and I did it anyways. I am tired and I don't want to walk today. I've been on TikTok for like the last hour and just laying around and it's kind of amazing. Like, not gonna lie. I'm only at like 6,000 steps right now and it's already 6 o'clock and I'm just so tired and ready to relax. I'm still gonna go for my walk on the treadmill at some point. I'm just not quite sure how far I'm gonna get because I'm just like dead. But I feel kind of good because it's like I spent this morning cooking up a storm and I still got like 6,000 steps in, which frankly is more than I used to get just sitting on my butt in school all day. So it's still a good start, but I want to finish a lot better than that. So we shall see. I'm going out with a bang, I hope, rather than a crappy day. I love it when I film an entire section and then realize there's something in my teeth. That's sexy. Yes! 15,003 steps. It took me, what time is it? I've been on this treadmill for about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, somewhere in there. I'm half dead, I am sweaty and I am tired, but I got my 15,000 steps and this challenge is done! Hello, lovely humans. Not gonna lie, I am pretty stinking proud of myself for getting through this entire week because it was hard. I actually made 15,000 steps at least every single day except for one, and the fact that that one was 12,000, not bad either, especially given where I started. So the whole point of this challenge was basically to figure out if this is something that is sustainable for me. Is 15,000 steps a day reasonable, or was I just kidding myself? And the answer is, oh my gosh, so not sustainable. And here's why. I am not a runner. The only way for me to really be able to get all of those steps in would be to either walk all day long or go for some pretty speedy jogs. I am not at the point in this whole journey where I'm running yet, and it is what it is. I'm okay with it. But I also spent a lot of time on my treadmill. Frankly, more than what I really have extra in a day. So what I learned from this is that no, 15,000 steps a day is not practical for me right now. What is practical, however, is somewhere in the 6,000 to 12,000 range, depending on the day and what I've got going on. I actually learned a couple of things from this challenge. One, that I could do it. Like, I didn't fatigue anywhere near as early as I thought I would. It also meant that I got to go on a lot more walks with my husband and with my friends and really enjoy that quality time. I also learned that I could adapt the quality time I have with my husband. A lot of times at night, what we would do is sit on our butts and watch TV for 30 minutes to an hour. And we still did that. The difference was he sat in the chair next to me and I walked on the treadmill while we were watching our shows. We still enjoyed each other's company and I got a workout in. And that's something I can definitely continue. Some of the smaller things that helped in this little adventure were basically, parking farther everywhere I went and taking the stairs. And that didn't wear me out anywhere near as much as I thought it would. It's totally doable. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep doing my little treadmill walks at night. I'm going to keep on walking every time I have a therapy appointment. And I'm going to generally try to be more active. And this challenge really showed me that that's actually possible a lot more than I thought it was. The whole point of this getting healthy journey is making small changes bit by bit. And this is basically something that I can now do, is add in a little more activity. And I proved to myself that I could actually do it. So it made me really happy. So if you guys liked this video, make sure to click that little thumbs up button and to subscribe. And I will see you lovely humans some Friday in the very near future. Bye bye.